Hey guys, it's your boy Dodo McGee and welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial video. Over the last couple of videos we've looked at how to install LSPDFR, how to improve it with some added plugins and callouts. I've shown you how to install EUP, including the fantastic outfits that you see in front of you here. And then the last one we looked at how to install ELS and new vehicles just like the one that you see behind me. In this video, however, it's time to make your game feel even more British, because in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to install British road textures and road furniture, as well as making some of the traffic you see around feel a lot more British, as well as a couple of things that you see behind me. Let's go. So here are the things that we are going to be installing today. First of all, we're going to be installing European road textures. This does what it says on the tin. It's going to change your road textures, the markings and such, so they look a little bit more like you might expect in the UK or other European countries for that matter. We're going to be installing British UK road signs and props, so all of your roadside furniture, so like traffic islands, signs, stop signs, speed limit signs, they're all going to be more British. And then we're going to be getting a lot of things from Union Mods, and specifically the Project London Remastered group. So we've got this Project London Remastered itself. This is going to be a massive overhaul. Well, you can see the long list of all the things it's going to change. It's going to give you different Y maps, things like the tube, the train, police stations, all of that good stuff. It's going to change absolutely all of it. Also from Project London, we're going to be installing their civilian vehicles pack, so you're going to have vehicles like this driving around on the roads. And just to cap it off, we're going to be installing this nice Transport for London Enviro bus here. We're also going to be installing this. It's a Center Street revamp and making it a bit more Metropolitan Police. A nice revamp of the police station here. So we're going to be installing this as well. So I've gone ahead and I've downloaded all of these things. Most of them will come in RAR files, of course, but I've just opened them out to make it a little bit easier for me to navigate out. Now, before we begin, I'm going to go over 3 important rules real quick. Number 1, if you have an unstable game, if you have an unstable version of GTA 5, so you can't play the game for just a couple of minutes without it crashing or you losing textures, anything like that, don't bother trying to install these mods just yet, because all they're going to do is make it worse. What you need to do is go and find whatever the issue is that is causing your game to bug out, fix that, and then we'll move on to doing some of these, because otherwise it's just not going to make it any better. It's just going to make it worse. Rule number 2, before you start doing any of this stuff, we're going to be using a lot of OIV files, as you can see here. Now, OIVs we've used in a previous video when we were doing EUP stuff, so as you know, they cannot be automatically undone. You install this, it installs it automatically, and most of the time there is not an option to just uninstall it. There's no undo button. So make a copy of your mods folder, save it somewhere. I've put mine in here. I've made a direct copy of what's in there now, so that is saved, so that if it all goes wrong, I can just get rid of this mods folder, put the one that I've saved back in, and I'll be back to the point that we are in this build at the minute. I haven't got to start all over again by building a brand new mods folder and doing everything we've done in the last few videos all over again. So make sure you've got a copy of your mods folder saved somewhere as a backup. And then last but by no means least, when you're installing each one of these things, do it one at a time. Now, what I mean by that is install one of these things and then go straight into game. Don't install another one, just install one of these things and then go into game and test it, and really test it. Don't just load into game and go, yep, that's there. Drive around for a bit, see if you've got any issues, see if the textures start bugging out, see if there's a game crash after a few minutes that's being caused by this. Otherwise, if we were to go ahead and just install all of these things, the first time we then load into game, and if it crashes, we are going to have no clue what it is that's caused that. We have no idea which one of these things, and there's a lot of stuff in here, is causing that crash. In this video, I am going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to install one thing and then go into game to check it. However, I'm going to edit that out in the editing phase so that we just see the installation and then the end result. But when you're doing this, make sure that you go into game after each and everything to make sure that everything's still working and nothing is broken. So first things first, we're going to be installing the European Roads mod. So when you download this, you're not actually downloading anything meaningful. What you're actually getting is a load of text documents with links. So if we just go in the Dutch Road mod here, if we open that up, you'll see that there are a couple of different links of different places you can download the actual pack itself. The reason being, I think, is just that downloading from GTA 5 mods can take some time, or it takes longer to upload. So what this does, it just gives you the links of where you can download them. For a British build, which is what we're focusing on here, I personally recommend the German Roads mod. So this one here. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste any one of these links, and then go to your internet browser of choice, punch that into the search bar, and you're going to download it from there. These are quite big files, so it might take a little bit of time, so I've gone ahead and I've done that in the background. Once you've done that, your file will start looking a little bit like this. So in the background, I've actually downloaded the German and French road mods. So when you go into install DLC packs, you get here, for each type, you get 2 different files. Now the installation for these is pretty simple. What we're going to do, obviously over here, we've got our OpenIV once again, and we're going to go to our mods folder just here. We're going to go update, x64, DLC packs, and then we're in here. So this is the same place we put our EUP and things. So in here is where we're going to put these files. So we need to go to edit mode, make sure that's on. So it's going to drag and drop it in, making sure there's plenty of space on this side so we can drop it in, not to any of these folders, just into this overall folder. And we're just going to highlight the 2 that we want. Obviously, you can't do more than one at once. You can't have more than one type of road textures. You just pick the one you want. For me, it's going to be the German road textures here, 1 and 2. Just highlight those and drag and drop those in. Once you've refreshed this, it goes back into alphabetical order, and there you see we've got we've got gerroad_mod and gerroad_mod_2. If we just take a brief look in one of these and we go through all of these files, what we see that what this is doing is literally replacing road textures. So if we just go on one of those, for example, it's replacing like the texture for the road itself. That's what it's doing. It's just making it into a DLC folder so that it'll load this instead of the normal GTA5 road textures. Because this has been installed as a DLC, however, we need to add it to our DLC list. So for that, if we go back to the main bit here, go on mods, update RPF, common, data, and if we scroll down to here, we see we've got our DLC list just here. What we're going to do is we're going to right click on that and hit edit. And here we go. So what we're going to do is the bottom line here, we've seen where we've got our EUP and SUP installed from a previous video. Just highlight one of these lines and copy it. Then we're just going to add a new line and paste it in again. And we're going to do that twice. So we're going to do that one more time. Now what we need to do, see we've got the 3 SUP folders here. All we're going to do is come back over to here, right click on this and click rename. And we're just going to copy that text with Control C. And that's it. We're just copying that text. You can do it manually, but you know, I'm lazy, so I'm just doing it that way. Then we're going to come down here to one of the lines here, highlight just SUP, and then we're going to hit paste. So it's now got gerroad_mod. So then we're going to come back over here and do the same again for the mod 2 folder. Just click rename, copy that text, back down to here, highlight the last SUP that we've got and hit paste. So now we've got just our EP SUP as normal, and we've added in gerroad_mod and gerroad_mod2. Once you've done that, just go down and hit save. So that is it. That is your German roads installed. What you now need to do, as I mentioned at the top of this video, is go into game and test that it has worked. Because remember, we're going to be doing that at every single stage for each thing that we install. Once you've done that, the next thing we're going to install are the British road signs. So for this one, we've just got a straight OIV file here, and so we're going to do exactly as we have done previously. In our OpenIV, we're going to make sure edit mode is on, and we're going to go to tools, and then down to package installer. All you need to do then is go through and find where that is saved. So for me, it's obviously down here, and then select on that. Exactly as previously, you'll have a description of what this is specifically, and the warning again that this cannot be uninstalled automatically, which is why it's important that we have that mods folder saved. Once you're happy, we'll just click install here, making sure we're installing it into the mods folder, not the game folder, into the mods folder, and hitting confirm to install installation. This will take a little bit of time depending on the speed of your computer, normally only about 20 seconds or so, and once it's finished it will give you that installation succeeded and the option to run GTA 5, which for now you are going to do. Once you've tested that, the next one we're going to install is Project London Remastered. Now, as I mentioned, this is an absolutely massive overhaul, and due to the size of it, once again, when you download it, it will just give you this simple link here that is going to tell you where you can download this from the drive. So as we did before, just put that into your internet browser and download it from here. Once you've got that downloaded, simply open that up and you'll see once again we have got an OIV file just here. So, same as we've done before, open up edit mode, go to tools, package installer, and we're going to be finding our Project London Remastered OIV file. It's going to be in there. There it is. Select that. As you can see, a huge list of things that it installs. We've got the version that also has the London Underground Metropolitan Line and the Great Western Railway. And so yeah, you can see there's absolutely a huge amount of things that are going to be going into this, and so it's going to be a big old install, which is why it is very, very important that we've got a backup of our mods folder in case it all goes wrong. But once again, for now, we're just going to hit install, making sure it's going into our mods folder, and then hitting install. Once that's finished, we'll get the installation succeeded, and again, we'll have the option to run GTA 5, which is precisely what we're going to do. Next up, we're going to be installing the Project London Remastered Civilian Vehicles pack, and once again, we've got a link that we need to download. So once again, we're going to copy this, go to our internet browser of choice, and download it. Once you have that downloaded, and we can go into the file, and once again, we see we've got yet another OIV. So, you know the drill by now, making sure edit mode is on. Go into Tools, Package Installer, and then we're going to find our Civilian Vehicles OIV. Same as before, install to mods folder, and confirm installation. Once that's done, once again, we're going to run GTA 5 to see what we have got. Once you've done that, I'll show you how to install the last thing. Next, we're going to put in a nice new Project London Remastered bus. It's an Enviro 200 here, so we are going to open this. We're going to go for the single player version and the replace file, and we've got 3 vehicle files just here. Now, this is going to be very similar to what we did when we were installing all the police cars, so we're going to go to Mods, Update, X64, DLC Packs, and we're going to go down to the bottom, and we're going to pick whichever one of these that we installed our vehicles in last time. For us, it was Patch Day 27NG, DLC.rpf, X64, Levels, GTA 5, and Vehicles.rpf. As you can see, we've got all of our other vehicles that we installed previously, so what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the 3 bus files here, and then drag and drop them into this folder. They'll go bottom as default, so if we take a look at what we've got our nice new London bus. Now, it's worth mentioning that Project London Remastered do a lot of other vehicles. For example, they do bin lorries or garbage lorries if you prefer, taxis, and a whole host of other things. So if you're installing individual vehicles, you can use this exact same technique, just popping them into here as we've just done. As ever, when you're installing vehicles, it is recommended that you check in-game after you've installed each one to make sure that it has not caused any issues. Now, one extra thing that we are going to do here very quickly is we're going to install Heap adjuster and a pack limit adjuster. Links for both of these are going to be in the description below. If you're going to be doing modding, these just help out a lot, and it's going to make a lot of what we're doing here run a little bit better, especially with the civilian vehicles pack. So once you've got these downloaded, simply open these up, and we've got his Heap adjuster here, 2 items, simply drag and drop them, and this is the root GT5 directory, just drop them in here. And then we do the same again for the Packfile limit adjuster, just got 2 items in here, take both of those and drag and drop them in. And that is done. That's going to help out a lot with what we are trying to do here. And last but by no means least, we are going to be installing a brand new police station at Center Street. So once again, we're going to open up this, and we've got an automatic install file here. And so we know what we're doing with OIVs already, don't we? We're going edit mode, tools, package installer, and then we are going to find none of these. We're going to find our Ollie Center Street Police Station OIV. Select that. Got a little description of what's included, a little preview here, and so we're just going to install to the mods folder and confirm the installation. And that is it, that is installed, and that is a complete set of everything we've installed. So we should have some new European roads, we've got a new police station, we've got a new bus, we've got some new civilian vehicles, there's a new taxi that I've put in as well in the same method that I put in the bus, and we've got, of course, all of the different road props, and, well, Project London has done a fair bit of stuff as well. So without further ado, let's run GTA 5 and take a look. Right guys, so here we are outside our brand new Center Street Police Station, which is looking very nice with Met Police insignia. We've got a red postbox outside, and we've got a Union flag is flying. Look at that, that looks very similar to a an old thumbnail of mine. But without further ado, let's take a look around here. So we've got a new extension to the side of the police car park here, complete with nice security gate, and no sooner as we step outside, we see that things are very different. We've got a UK give way sign, we've got UK cones, we've got another postbox over there. Project London, we've got a subway over there. You see all the road textures are different, of course. We've got white road markings, there's a Pizza Hut just there. Let's jump into a police car then. We've previously installed this BMW 540. Let's jump into this and just go and take a little bit of a drive around. Here we've got the brand new London taxis, you've got a Ford Focus, you've got an Audi coming past us here now. Mixed in with our other traffic, of course, we've got the London buses. If we drive down here, we've got a Costa Coffee, we've got the Works. Just gone past here, we've got a Ladbrokes just here. As we can see up there, some of the billboards have changed. We've got a McDonald's one over there. We've got a Blockbuster just below it. And up here, of course, we no longer have the Maze Bank Arena. We, of course, have Wembley Stadium. So then, guys, that has been a look at making your game feel a little bit more British. We've got brand new roads, we've got brand new props, and we've got brand new traffic dotted all around the map. We're now pretty much ready to be having a full British experience with LSPDFR and GTA5 as a whole. However, there is one more thing that is bugging me, and that is these weapons. If we take a look at this carbine, for example, it's, you know, it's okay, but it's very, you know, generic. It's very GTA5, and, you know, this gun, it's a M9. British police don't use that, and this stun gun is, well, it's black for one, and that's no good. So we're going to want to get rid of these, and if you would like to know how you can get some realistic weapons in your GTA 5, then you need to watch this video just here. But until then, thank you all so very much for watching. I've been Dodo McGee, and I'll see you back on patrol.